Folks, welcome to the Heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, and the home of the Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium, where Lee Corso used to patrol the sidelines, is awake and ready for this game today. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Will kick this away to get us going here. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. They're going to run it. And the Boilermakers pick up enough yardage to keep it.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On the run, it's Maccabee. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quick throw. The catch is made. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
So second down after the incompletion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Important second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Rourke. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Quick throw to his receiver. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. A big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Price.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Price. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
And the Hoosiers pick up enough for a first down here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The pass is caught, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Grab behind the line. It's Horton. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game
So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
He's tackled at the 31. Brings up second down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And they heave it deep downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Purdue.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Offense is back out there on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Rourke. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Makes a quick grab. He's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Price. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Makes the ground. It's Price.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws. But those yards after the catch, that'll pad your stats.
Toss play to the outside. The Hoosiers moving quickly down the field here.
Love the call here to get the ball to the edge, give it to a talented, skilled player where he can get to the outside, find some room, and get a first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. Ball handed off. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Motion now from the tight end. Dropping back. It's Rourke. He makes the grab. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Looking to throw. It's Card. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this third down. And now it's going to bring up a big fourth down play and a decision here for the head coach.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he pulls in the catch. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. And the drive keeps going. And the Boilermakers will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Boilermakers are in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
It is 1st and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. And they're trying to punch it in here. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on first down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Second and goal for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good. And that will tie the score as halftime approaches.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Returner looking to create better field position. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Change the pre-snap look now. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Price. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Boilermakers will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fights through the tackle. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34. Getting set up. It's a first down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Gets into space at the 50. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Boilermakers. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
That mistake sets the offense up with a 40. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Bringing pressure. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Rourke. Tries to get it to the running back. It's caught. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it, and is intercepted.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. The last possession, they settled for a field goal, but really worked on the clock. Let's see if they can do that again. Looking to make a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the 2nd half.
That sack sets up an important 3rd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the...
Receiver.
That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Powers through. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And the Boilermakers are in the red zone. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. The pocket breaking down. Ball away quickly, but nobody in the area, and the official's going to call intentional grounding here. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. Right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Dropping back, it's Rourke. Looks left and finds his target there. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Indiana. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter where the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. They love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. That has settled for 3 last time. To the air, it's Card. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down.
The end of the third quarter. Purdue 20, Indiana 17.
A new set of downs after that completion. Little eye candy here from the offense and pre-snap motion. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down, they're going to throw it. And he's got his man open downfield. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So it's stolen short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Tags are made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
The Boilermakers have first and 10 here. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the fourth quarter. Working with the lead, it's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do. But now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And it brings a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Purdue.
Touchdown, Purdue.
And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Purdue 27.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 35 set to kick this one away.
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
Here we go.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Indiana 17.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Listen, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them.
The catch is made inside the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Still no answer for this offense.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Using his legs, it's Maccabee. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the delay of game brings the offense even closer to its own end zone. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. You know the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away. Can you believe it? Another delay of game penalty on this drive. Wow. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Boilermakers will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. Down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Back to throw. It's Rourke. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Offense comes out needing a score in this one-possession game. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Launching downfield. He's got a receiver wide open here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here comes a handoff. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 50. Inside the 40. The 20. Crosses the 10.
But his defense is doing everything in their power to try to rip away at that football, realizing that clock is becoming their enemy. They may not get many opportunities to have a chance to score if they can't come up with a big stop.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.